Hey guys, it's Tony, and I'm in your TV or computer. Probably your computer. Are you watching this on TV? Weird. Hey, it's Today in Nerd History.
Today in Nerd History!
Putting together video games is an insane amount of work. It can take teams of dozens, if not hundreds, to put together a product that is ultimately designed to look effortless. But the work of the individual is just as important, and sometimes it comes down to a single person making the entire project worthwhile. Here are 5 awesome things in video games made by a single person. Number 5, Silent Hill's cutscenes. If you think Silent Hill itself is a horror story, check this out! Artist Takeyoshi Sato spent nearly 3 years handcrafting every character in the game and animating every cutscene and every CG sequence entirely by himself. Or as Sato put it, I didn't go home for 3 years almost. I lived there, I slept under the desk, and that midnight time I talked about after everyone went home was a real chance for me to work because I had access to all of the computers in the office. Sato was so desperate to ensure he finally got name credit for his work, which meant he had to create nearly an hour of animated content from models to environments to lighting without any help whatsoever. As recent accusations of Konami's work conditions have come to light, it's kind of not so surprising to hear this. On the lighter side, Sato also stated that the hardest part of his epic endeavor was modeling Caucasian characters because he didn't have any white people in his office. Luckily, the Konami offices are patrolled regularly by plenty of demonic mutant nurses. Number 4, GoldenEye's multiplayer. An entire generation of people would have missed out on shouting, "Hey, no Odd Job!" if not for a guy named Steve Ellis, and also a boatload of mismanagement on the part of Rare and Nintendo. The development of GoldenEye was scattered, and the developers frequently had time to dick around and make modifications to the game as they saw fit. Though originally there was no planned multiplayer mode for the game, Steve Ellis took about a month of off and on work to implement it just for fun, and by the time Nintendo checked in on the project, it was already pretty much done. With the game already behind schedule, they decided to just ship it anyway, unwittingly gifting an entire generation of kids the opportunity to slap each other in the digital dicks. Number 3, Spider-Man 2's web swing. When Spider-Man shoots his web, where does it attach? If your answer is some invisible platform high up in the sky, congratulations, you're fit for a job at Treyarch. While Spider-Man 2 miraculously managed to have webs that actually attached to in-game buildings and provided some awesome natural swinging that felt like what a Spider-Man game should feel like, it's only because one employee named Jamie Fristrom fought for it and eventually crafted the whole damn thing himself. Fristrom had wanted to implement this system as early as Spider-Man 1, and had even intended to include a trick system like in the Tony Hawk games. And he's lucky that he got the swinging mechanic into the game, because it's like quite literally the last good thing that happened to the Spider-Man franchise outside of the comic books. Number 2, Roller Coaster Tycoon. You could thank Chris Sawyer for Roller Coaster Tycoon. The whole thing. Yeah, I mean, even that part where your digital customers leave comments telling you how your coaster titled "My Dick" was too intense. Sawyer built the whole game in Microsoft Assembly just because of his personal interest in roller coasters. What he didn't expect was that the game would make him a multi-millionaire. With his cash secured, Sawyer left development to pursue his passion, trying out real roller coasters all over the world. So it's a good thing that the game wasn't called Mass Murderer Tycoon. Wait, no, scratch that. That game sounds pretty fun. Number 1, Pokemon Stadium's battle system. Satoru Iwata's recent passing was a big blow for a lot of reasons, and it's easy to forget all the impressive and amazing things he did before he was the CEO of Nintendo. In the 90s, Iwata was head of the development company HAL Laboratory, and for good reason. Most famously, he was able to grab the source code of the Pokemon Red and Green battle system, and without any instruction whatsoever, completely ported over to N64 for Pokemon Stadium. This would have been a major feat for anyone, but Iwata did it in less than a week. Calling his coding super effective would only begin to scratch the surface of the respect that this guy deserves. But, it was super effective. Right now I'm working on a mobile game and that stuff is tough biz, man. I mean, it's nice seeing it come to life and know that you're responsible for individual elements. Like right now I'm responsible for a whole bunch of bugs and graphical glitches. Woo! I gotta go fix that. I'll see you guys next week.